Well, the city of Sanford, Florida, and its police force under serious scrutiny since the shooting death of Trayvon Martin. But now a city commissioner is gaining national attention after a passionate defense of her hometown and its police chief, Bill Lee. He faced heavy criticism after his department did not arrest George Zimmerman on the night of the fatal shooting. Here is Commissioner Patti Mahany at a hearing this week.
I want to know how in the world you can take a man of Chief Lee's impeccable character and experience. This is a man who spent his life in law enforcement. 27 years with the Sheriff's Department. He has absolutely no complaints in his personnel file. He has 85 letters of appreciation and commendation. And Mr. Mayor, with all due respect to you and to Mr. Bonaparte, this is a man who is a Medal of Valor winner. This is a man who crawled through live gunfire to try and get a deputy sheriff who'd been shot some safety. Now, this is also the chief that would take a bullet for anyone in this room. And I don't think we have people sitting up here with that kind of character. And I am just devastated by this. I wouldn't want to see this happen to anybody in this room.
Joining us now live, Commissioner Patti Mahany. Patti, tell us how you really feel.
Well, I think I feel exactly the same way I felt on Monday night, Megan.
You know, we watched that yesterday and really got our attention because you clearly are very passionate about it. And we've seen a lot of passions in this case, but mostly the passions have been against the police department in Sanford, Florida. And Chief Lee has been made, a scapegoat, rightly or wrongly. You say wrongly. You were one of the ones saying, no, we reject his permanent resignation. We want him in this job. Do you feel he's been unfairly maligned?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I do feel he's been unfairly maligned, and if you don't mind, I'd like to tell you why. You know, I said the other night at the commission meeting Chief Lee was guilty of a bad press conference. Beyond that, he's also guilty of making the unpopular but legally correct opinion. Megan, if you look at our Florida state statutes, in particular 776.032, if an individual has a qualified defense of self-defense, and the investigators thought that he did that night, under Florida law, they may not arrest him. They actually cannot arrest him. But yet the popular opinion was, and I think almost all of us shared it, but this doesn't seem right. He needs to be arrested. The chief and our officers had to follow the letter of the law, the Florida statutes, and not the popular opinion. And I think all Americans should be glad that they did that, because the same legal rights that had to be afforded to George Zimmerman are applied to all of our citizens.
But the governor stepped in, the attorney general stepped in and said this isn't right, and we need to take this prosecution, give it to a special prosecutor, have a fresh look taken at this case. And of course, they came up with a very different conclusion.
No. The governor and the special and Prosecutor Norman Wolfinger did not say this is not right at all. 2 weeks into the investigation, with a lot of public and political pressure, I want you to make sure that you understand that our investigators presented to Mr. Wolfinger the facts and circumstances of the case and asked him to press charges against Mr. Zimmerman.
That was the first prosecutor.
That was the first prosecutor. At that time, he said that first prosecutor said, no, not at this time. The governor then brought in the special prosecutor to take it out of the local area's hands. And Prosecutor Angela Corey also did not say this isn't right. What she said is investigations of this nature take generally 6 to 8 weeks. The Sanford Police Department's investigation was highly abbreviated, and she is still continuing to build her case on work that our investigators did. But under the Florida prevailing law, she also understood why he was not arrested. So
yeah,
I want to
jump in because we only have a little bit of time left. But because you rejected the permanent resignation of Chief Lee, and then you got some pushback from your constituents. Here's one soundbite.
You got to listen to the constituents that live in this city who say they want him gone. And I'm just here to tell you, as long as he's here, there's not going to be any peace in this city. None whatsoever.
Your thoughts on that, Patti?
My thoughts on that are that once this independent investigation comes back, if he made a mistake, he will be gone. However, if he didn't, the city of Sanford, the city manager, and the city commission need to stand by what's right and what's fair. And you know, I don't care what job you do, whether you're a city manager. You know, Megan, not everybody likes you. Not everybody likes our stellar city manager. Not everybody likes me. I don't think you're ever going to find a community where 100% of the people love the police chief. But my thoughts are, sure, if there was something egregious that happened, absolutely he'll be gone. Until that time, and I don't think, Megan, you're going to see that, I don't think he's going to be.
Patti Mahany, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All the best to you.